Friday, September 7th, BYU, 21st ranked BYU, rolls over Utah 25-14, 25-15, and an interesting third set, 26-24, getting the sweep nonetheless over the rival Utes for the second straight year. Robbie, Bullough, and Kristen Kozlowski had the call courtside. What impressed you, Kristen?
Well, I think BYU's pressure that they continue to put on the Utes from serving, from their defense and offense, they were outstanding tonight. Let's
see some of the highlights from this match. It was all BYU in the first two sets. The Utes made it interesting in set three.
Well, they hung with them in set number 3, but Alexa Gray, the freshman, brought it. Jennifer Hampson led all players with 16 kills tonight. She continued to bring it, but defensive plays were huge for me. Parker and Withers were all over the floor, covered a lot of territory, and made Hanneman's job a lot easier.
BYU trailed most of the third set and then had 4 match points at one point, up 24-20. Utah forced it to 24-24, and then BYU was finally able to finish it 26-24 to get the sweep. Hampson hitting 625 for the match, and Utah had that little blip there in the third set where it looked like they might make things happen, but down 2-0, just too much for them to deal with as you look at the stats from tonight.
BYU hitting the ball much better at 327 to 158 for the Utes, and you don't see the stat of the digs on there. 49 total digs for BYU versus 26 for the Utes. That made a big difference because BYU able to stay in system more than the Utes were able to. And the block's pretty similar. You see the hitting errors, just a slight edge over to the Utes. Service errors were a huge one for Utah. They could not continue to keep that momentum. They'd make a nice play and then a service error, and so that really hurt them tonight.
Alexa Gray, the true freshman from Calgary, Alberta, Canada, the player of the match with 13 kills. Kory Aldous caught up with her after the match.
Thanks, Robbie. I'm with Alexa right now. Alexa, it was your first match in season here in Provo, as well as your first one against rival Utah. Tell me what the experience was like.
Oh, it was amazing. Like, the atmosphere in the gym was just unreal, and I just loved playing here.
You also have 2 more matches tomorrow to finish off the tournament. What do you guys need to do to continue to keep it rolling?
I think we need to be better in our third set. We need to be more consistent with our passing and get more tips up.
Okay, perfect. Thanks so much for your time, Alexis. Back to you, Robbie.
All right, thank you, Kory. A big sweep for BYU. Big night for Sierra Parker, another freshman playing in her first match. She and Alexa didn't look phased at all that they were playing the rivals. They even played like 21st ranked freshmen.
They played very well tonight, and over the course of the 7 games, 7-0 right now for BYU, they've been a huge part of that success.
We'll see how long Sean Olmstead can keep this train rolling. 7-0 on the young season, ranked 21st in the country, getting the 3-0 sweep over Utah.